The president of the Newfields Art Campus in Indianapolis resigned Wednesday after outrage over the wording in a job description. As George Hale reports, Charles Venable's departure comes after dozens of staff members at Newfields and the Indianapolis Museum of Art began circulating a petition calling for him to leave.
The petition followed a job posting for a new museum director position that referenced maintaining the Indianapolis Museum of Art's, quote, core white art audience. It has since been changed to say the museum seeks to welcome and embrace a more diverse audience while maintaining its traditional core art audience.
That is very unique to the institution. Like there's not a real finger, on the pulse of what is happening, in the broader art world, in the broader American society, even in Indianapolis as a city, when it comes to issues, around race or anti-racism, white supremacy, those kinds of things.
Morgan says she left in 2020 over what she called a toxic culture that alienated people of color and ignored their concerns. She says the problem is leadership. Even before the latest controversy erupted on social media, she was hearing from former colleagues who raised objections to the description.
That's the other thing. It's like staff has been pushing against this stuff internally for years.
On Saturday, the institution expressed regret for the job listing, saying, quote, "It will be our challenge for years to continue building our diversity, equity, and inclusion." Newfields officials initially said that their intention was to emphasize the museum's ambition of growing non-white audiences without alienating its present white visitors.
The whole idea, first, just starting at the root of this thing, right? Like the whole idea that being inclusive somehow excludes your white audience. One is racist in and of itself. Two, it assumes that your white audience is also racist.
The Board of Trustees and Governors on Wednesday said that an independent committee would conduct a review of its leadership, culture, and boards. For WTIU News, I'm George Hale.
Now, officials there also say they'll expand exhibitions and programming for and by Black and other marginalized communities and conduct anti-racism training.